prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
This is DizzieMac and Cheryl Smith, the elegant, the regal, the royal first lady of sports talk. And we are the panel, and you know who we are, Brawls, Panties and Sports. So, First Lady, we got a lot to talk about this week. So, over to you for what you saying.
Each week, we try to figure out what is going on in the sports world. Not the plays of the week, more like the players of the week. Are they trying to tell us something? So we ask, what you saying? Fly, little birdie, fly. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. So I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I want to fly right into the future. The little birdie known as George Carl wishes he could fly far, far away from the allegations he wants DeMarcus Cousins traded. DeMarcus Cousins? Is Coach Carl over the hill as a coach? Were the Kings sold a bill of goods by the coach? Without having ever won a ring, what makes him a high-demand coach in today's NBA? Tom Landry, Al Davis, Mike Ditka, and the Steve Miller Band are asking, what you saying? I believe they're saying it's a mess in Sacramento. Even before I begin to discuss Coach Carl, you have to look at the timeline of the Sacramento Kings' recent decisions regarding their basketball operation. First, they fired an excellent young coach in Michael Malone. Only after 24 games, his record was 11-13, and they thought he should be fired. And instead of waiting to the end of the season and keeping Ty Corbin as the interim coach, the GM, Pete D'Alessandro, decided to hire Coach Carl in February. You know, he worked with Coach Carl before in Denver, so that's the reason why Coach Carl got in. Now, the owner of the Kings, Randavai, I can't pronounce his name, but his name is a difficult name to pronounce. Well, anyway, he hired Vlade Divac as the president of basketball operations in June. And he decided he was going to make, not in June, but he hired him in March, He decided he was going to make Vlade have all the decisions regarding coaching and personnel decisions. So what happened is D'Alessandro, he decides he's going to go back to Denver, and this happened in June. So he was the one to hire Coach Carl. So right now we have a mess in Sacramento. Coach Carl, I don't think he sold the Kings a bill of goods because, as I stated, he was made the coach because of his prior association with the GM. Now, it has been said that Coach Carl told the Kings that he was interested in coaching Cousins. But now he has since soured on coaching Cousins, and that's the reason why all these rumors came up that he wants to get rid of Cousins. And the owner is very upset because that was one of the things that they talked about prior to him being hired. Now, Carl is an old school coach. You know, he's strong-minded. He's a no-nonsense type of coach. And it's not surprising to me that he and Cousins do not get along, you know, because we know how crazy Boogie Cousins is. Now, remember, Coach Carl was fired from Denver after he was the coach of the year the same season. So it's not about his coaching ability. It's about his personality that seems to be the issue. And now that you have Coach Carl that wants to get rid of Cousins and the owner and Vlade Divac, they don't feel strong about that. So you have a mess there, and I believe it, that Coach Carl probably will not be coaching the Kings for, what, I give him about a month, maybe a month more of all this confusion, and I see him leaving DizzieMac. Because you know one thing? The people that brought him there, they're no longer there, so he doesn't have an ally currently. You know, he has Vlade Divac who didn't hire him. And you have an owner who's upset with him because all of this is leaked to the press. So you don't want to have all this confusion, even though you know the Sacramento Kings is a hot mess, but you don't want that out in the public, out in the media. And this is what all this confusion has started. So Coach Carl started all this, so I look for him to be gone. What do you think, DizzieMac?
Hey, well, First Lady, you covered it completely. So I'm going to come around this other side and hit him with this. You have to realize and understand, Coach, that you can't coach cousins. Shoot, if I tried to coach my cousins, I would go crazy. Yeah, but you have to find a way. That's why you're a coach. That's why you motivate, inspire players. You have to realize this is a special talent. There is no denying DeMarcus's Cousins' talent. You have to understand this is 2015, not 2005, not 1995, not 1985. This is today. That same office you have been running, figure out a way to run it through him, to engage him. That's what a coach does. He doesn't say, I don't want you. He says, I want you because I can bring the best out of you. I can put you in a situation where, hey, if we had to trade you, you can say, this man taught me something. He showed me something. The late, great Dean Smith, Coach George Carl, had a lot of great players come through there. You would think you were taking a page from his book and understand how to get the maximum effort of somebody buying into the system. Yeah, I know the guy that brought you in is gone, but you still got a job to do. You still can't rub the people who could fire you the wrong way. Mm-hmm. George Carl, take a hint. You have to look at it and say, what is it that I can do to make this team perform under me? Regardless, I don't care if I'm the last man on the ship. Put it like this. History tells us the general who led the Buffalo Soldiers, hey, you know, it was a whole bunch of players on that team didn't want to go anywhere into battle with him, but they went. He figured out a way. And if he can do that back in Civil War days, you can do that today. You can. I'm not sitting up here saying that you can't. I'm not a believer in buying it that you can't, because you can. Yeah. George Carl, don't get your butt fired, because that's what's going to happen if you keep trying to tug on Vladdy Divac's sport coat. He's kind of
they don't want that pressure, DizzieMac. And you know, Mike Malone did a great job with Boogie Cousins. He got him the best out of DeMarcus. Yes. And so he's on a roll. This man he should have been an all-star last year. Outright. He could have been one outright. But I don't understand Coach Carl. I mean, who wants to get rid of a great center? I mean, I know the man is immature, but that's what you said, DizzieMac. You need to teach him to be a all-star, a leader.
Yes.
I mean, you just don't get rid of a center like that who can play defense and who can score. I mean, come on, man.
Hey, First Lady, you're right. We're going to be watching it because George Carl is going to find his butt in the unemployment line if he doesn't watch out. Again, Get with the times. And, hey, watch out coaching your cousins because it will drive you crazy. All right. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my fears to the suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Explosion, overpowering. Over the competition, I'm towering. Wrecking shop when I drop these lyrics that'll make you call the cops. Don't you dare stare, you better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest of it. I'll get you sliced and diced. Competition paying the price. I'm going to knock you out, George Carl. Mama said knock you out, George Carl. We're not talking about young fat child, Michelle Yeoh, or Cynthia Rodrock. We're talking about the knockout punch landed by the Supreme Court of the United States on the plans of those seeking to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, where the conservatives and Republicans who have blatantly lied or ignored the facts to continue the lies, concede honorably, and help the people in their communities. Will there be a last gasp replay of Rocky where they say, I think I got some more lies left in the tank? Woody Horton, death panels, and OJ Run asking, what you saying? First Lady, you can tell we live in them times where, hey, your adversaries will come from all angles and pull out all stops. And I'm sure Barack has seen it come from all angles. The lies, the deception. But when you look at it, it's pretty simple to me. And I'm just back here lying on the bearskin rug with the shimmy shake girls around me. You're telling me you want to go untreated for something that you need to be treated for just because of the president's skin color. You rather deprive those in need, you rather deprive those possibly in your own family an opportunity to get health care and get sought after medical treatment that they need because you don't like the way it came about and that it got passed and that, hey, it's doing something positive. I don't care if one person is able to take advantage of it. It was a win. It will always be a win. And the last time I looked, there's many more people looking at it like, hey, this is something that will help me, benefit me and my family. And these lies that you're spewing about is ludicrous. First Lady, I know being in your part of the country and how your background is, you got something to say on this one.
Well, I just wanted to say, well said, DizzieMac, what you just said. But first of all, the Supreme Court has been very, very busy before they go on their summer recess. So first I want to congratulate the LGBT community for their landmark decision on the same-sex marriage being law in all 50 states. And the decision regarding the Affordable Care Act is a great win for President Obama, but more importantly, as you indicated, DizzieMac, it's a great victory for all Americans because the United States of America should not be a state where people are deprived of health care. Health care is such a fundamental need in our society that it should be an American right to have health care. And that's what the Affordable Care Act will do and will continue to do, because if this had been overturned by the Supreme Court, all of those Americans that cannot afford health care would be, again, not having health care. So kudos to the Supreme Court. And the one thing, though, the question becomes, can the Republicans overturn this if a Republican president is, Republican is made president in the upcoming election? No. And that's a great thing what the Supreme Court did, because based on this ruling, it is the law of the land and it cannot be challenged by no one. Even if a Republican president tries to do an executive order to change the law, the Supreme Court, they removed any ambiguity regarding this law. It cannot be interpreted any different. It's a wrap. Obamacare is here to stay. So all of those Republicans, Tea Party people, it's over. It's a wrap. It was a wrap when the Supreme Court voted on this. And I must say, I wasn't surprised that Roberts changed, he came aboard because this is just a fundamental right. It was only 3 people that voted against it, and we know who those 3 people are. Clarence Thomas.
Yeah.
One of them, Clarence Thomas.
Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom.
Anyway.
Uncle Tom.
Well, anyway, I'm not going to call him that, but Clarence Thomas. Anyway, so I'm just so happy. This is such a great victory for all Americans, and people have the right to have health care.
Now, First Lady DizzieMac, I couldn't agree with y'all any more. The one thing, though, I do see is that there's an old saying, if you tell a lie long enough, people will start believing that it's the truth. And so many of the lies that, you look and you say, how can I trust certain politicians, certain, I'll just say, conservative right-wingers, when they rely on lies versus ideas?
Lies.
And one of the biggest things is that that may never get admitted to until 20, 30 years in the history books, is that basically Barack Obama took their plan. He took their plan.
That's gangster.
And because it was not a Democratic plan, it was actually a Republican plan. He took their plan. But they were so adamant to go against anything that he did that they were left with nothing. It was their plan. They could have shouted from the rooftop, wait just a minute, this ain't Obamacare. We created this plan. And jumped on board and worked to make it, they could have made it better. But they resorted to lies, death panels, lies that your health insurance premiums are going to go up. Well, they knew the truth is they were going to go up anyway, but it was the rate of increase. And the lie that is wrecking the economy, when this president has, the economy has improved year after year. So while we do not go either way, Democrat, Republican, Independent, we do go, tell some truth. Because I do think that they got some more lies left in the tank.
The truth will set you free.
They got some more lies left in the tank. But as DizzieMac just said the truth will set you free.
Truth will set you free, but yeah.
Lady, take us to break.
Yes. Hey.
All right. The first 3 listeners to email us or send a shout out why these athletes belong together will receive a $25 gift card from our friends at sportsacademy.com. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a performance from Elishema on the first part of Shout Out.
Free Mr. Bond. Stop them lies.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code FREE61 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code FREE61. That's FREE61 at AdamandEve.com.
The music flows in from around the globe to get a shout out from the panel. Firstly, I can't wait to hear Elishema. Elishema, I think.
We'll get it right. On the shout-out, we feature new independent artists who are looking to find their shining star. If we like what we hear, we'll give the track a shout-out. If we don't like it, we hit the mute. This morning, we have Elishema out of Chicago, Illinois. Chi-Town. The track's from her album, Your Love. DJ, let's hear Your Love. That's Elishema out of Chicago, Illinois, with Your Love. Is this song getting a shout-out, or are we going to hit the mute button? DizzieMac, what did you think of Elishema?
I'm going to give it a shout-out. I liked it. She found a good little lane in there, and the Shimmy Shake girls were enjoying it. I enjoyed it. Kind of that kickback music, you know, how you chill, relax, and just kind of sip on some of the mimosas. Mm-hmm. Chicago, stand up.
All right. Chicago in the house. Ronnie B., what did you think of Your Love?
And I love it, Your Love. I thought the girl could sing, and the song was put together very well. And kind of track that makes you want to see her like live, just to see if she can know them notes. Yeah, I give her a shout out.
Okay, I'm gonna give give it a shout out. In the beginning, it was kind of slow for me, but it did pick up in the middle of notes, especially when she got through those high notes, because I thought I was listening to Minnie Riperton or Mariah Carey, because girl could blow with them high notes. She went real high with them notes. Yeah. So that's when the song really picked up for me. So I'm going to give Elishema a shout out on that. And we'll hear another performance from Elishema on part 2 of Shout Out. I don't know if Flip It heard that song from Elishema. Is that sound of my favorite underwater friend? Is it time for Flip It?
That's right. It's time for Flip It, where our hosts defend the point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. LeBron is the best player on the planet, Best has never won him a solo championship. Should Kevin Love play third on a LeBron-led team when LeBron has never won a solo ring? We asked the panel to defend. Kevin Love needs to stay right where he is. Cleveland gave the Warriors all they could handle. Next year, with him in the game, Cleveland gets a ring and his value soars. We asked, and so, panel, DizzieMac, defend. Kevin Love needs to stay his butt in Cleveland.
Kevin Love needs to stay his butt in Cleveland. He was able to see firsthand how far LeBron was able to take this team in the playoffs. And on top of that, an injured Kyrie Irving. With them two back, along with LeBron, third fiddle will still be able to do 20-10 easily. He makes the game easy. You'll be able to shoot three-pointers. You'll be able to rebound at will. You'll be able to possibly make an all-star team. And the ring is what you're all about. Stay in Cleveland, Kevin Love. Don't go to the greener pastures. Just ask. Don't do it for the money. Just ask Carmelo. Stay.
First Lady, defend.
Kevin Love has already opted out of his contract, which everyone knew he would. However, when July 1st comes, he needs to immediately work out a deal with the Cavs. Love owes the Cavaliers his loyalty because they gave up a potential all-star in Andrew Wiggins. Kevin needs to understand LeBron, Kyrie, and him are the next big three. They really didn't get to showcase their talents as the big three because, Kyrie and Love were injured. I mean, he needs to understand it's basically the same situation in Miami when the Heat won 2 championships with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh. Love will play Bosh role and be the stretch 4 that works real well with LeBron's game. Come on, Kevin. Pat Riley has already shown LeBron how to win with this formula. So you need to swallow your pride and take a lesser role as Bosh did. But the difference for you, Kevin Love, is the fact that you still can get paid more money. Where can you go, get paid more money, and have a chance to win a championship? Come on, Kevin. Love the one that you're with, the Cavs.
Love the one you with. All right, you heard the defense, but you know this is Flip It. We asked the panel to defend. LeBron can't win a championship without a championship coach or organization. Pat Riley and the Heat. Kevin Love, come on over to New York and keep Melo a happy fellow. DizzieMac, defend.
Man, Kevin Love, go to New York as fast as you can. You and Melo and Phil Jackson, that organization is on the rise. They build from the top down. You got to be able to get the money, pay for a first-class organization, a storied organization. Cleveland ain't never won nothing. They ain't never won nothing. You know, it's going to be tough. You know, they was bad at the coach. You weren't even listening to him anyway. You were mad because you weren't getting, you know, a little more run, a little more action. If it wasn't probably for LeBron probably overruling some of them decisions, you were getting taken out the game. Oh, Derek Fisher won't do that. You're going to be a centerpiece in that triangle. Man, you better run to New York because you're not going to get the same coaching or organizational structure that you would get in New York because Cleveland just ain't it. Kevin and Melo. Hey, that sounds like a nice little ring to it for the Knicks fans. That'll replace all that booing they did the other night when they made that draft pick.
First Lady, your Knickerbockers. Kevin Love, you need to get out of Cleveland and get with an organization that has people that have won championships. First Lady, defend.
Kevin knows his days with the Cavs are numbered. LeBron, the King James, already said he is not going to recruit Kevin Love. So why would Kevin Love go back to the Cavs when they don't have any love for him? The Cavs show that they can win with Christian Thompson instead of K-Love. LeBron prefers Christian than Love at this point. Everybody knows LeBron is the de facto coach and GM. Love needs to take his talents to New York, where the lights are bright and he can play on the biggest stage. Love would excel in that triangle offense, and Carmelo is now willing, and I say willing, to share the ball if he had someone who could knock down the shots. The Knicks have the ching-to-ching-ching cap money space to spend, and I know Phil covets Kevin Love, and he could be just what the Knicks need to help groom the recent draft project Porzingis. Come on, Kevin. You know you love New York.
I love the Big Apple. All right, First Lady. If Kevin Love don't come over after that, the man got a problem. All right. First Lady, take us to break.
Stay tuned. Coming up, the funnies and our favorite underwater friend on Flip It Part 2.
Make that money.
Show me the love.
I'm Boss Hogg, host of The Last Word. When I'm inside or outside of the studio, I have to make sure I wear the best, and that includes the best in eyewear. Ray-Ban eyewear has been worn by those seeking to go from myth to legend. Ray-Ban's selection of legendary styles dating back to 1937 have been worn by the famous, infamous, and everyone in between. Ray-Ban eyewear has stood the test of time. Many of today's top entertainers, athletes, and those who want to make a fashion statement choose from their vast array of styles designed to take you from myth to legendary. To find a store near you or to browse their wide selection, visit Ray-Ban at www.ray-ban.com. That's www.rayban.com. Take it from Boss Hogg. I say rush it when it comes to Ray-Ban. They are the last word when it comes to eyewear that will make your style legendary. Holla!
welcome back. You are listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. It is time for the funnies. Over to you, DizzieMac.
Thank you, First Lady. First Lady, we have our 20-second Need to Grow story of 2015. Get a load of this. Woman trying to kiss llama gets face full of spit. Wow. Woman leaning in to kiss a llama learned a valuable lesson in the form of a face full of spit in a video going viral online. The video posted by YouTube user Curry Barbie features the blonde woman leaning in to kiss a llama and making high-pitched squeaking noises at the animal. Wow. I tell you, that's a recipe for a disaster. The llama initially seems curious about the woman and briefly looks as if it is going to lean in to kiss her. But instead, Frank gives her a surprise face full of llama spit. The video ends as the woman, who appears to have gotten some of the saliva in her mouth, turns away and shocked and disgust. Oh, God. In her mouth. Anybody that knows her, I hope you didn't kiss her that day.
Oh, yucky. Ooh. I don't know about that going out trying to kiss strange animals.
Making high freaking noises.
Sometimes it's hard for me to give my nieces and nephews a kiss. Let alone some animal, some critter, you know.
I tell you, that's like when the baby vomits on you after you get there to try to kiss them. Oh.
Well,
right.
I need some water. Gosh darn it, if the flipper ain't getting it on me. It must be time for our favorite underwater friend. It's time for Flip It. And get that water.
Hurry up. Time for Flip It, where our hosts defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. Phil Jackson bemoans that LeBron travels a third of the time he handles the ball. The triangle offense works even in today's NBA. Then the Knicks select an immediate impact player to help the team win now. Oh, correction. They draft a 2-year project named Kristaps Porzingis out of Latvia? Panel defend. No one knows how to win like the Zen. The Knicks fans should chill out and let Phil work his magic. Mellow. You will stay a cool fellow. This ain't no Jedi mind trick. DizzieMac defend.
One thing Phil knows how to do is take a look at them international players. Remember Tony Kukoc? Yeah, you do. 6th man of the year, 3 rings. Yeah. I think if this guy can come in off the bench, I'm talking about Porzingis, Kristaps, he's going to be a good addition because, again, he can space the floor. He's a stretch 4, and he allows Melo to operate down low when needed because you got to respect the 3. Kevin Love, if he goes to New York, can have operating space. So, yeah, no one knows how to win like Zen. You don't have 13 rings in your collection as a player and as a coach combined and not know how to win. Chill out, New Yorkers, Knicks fans. Let's see it work his magic. Hello? This ain't no trick. You signed up for it. You're getting the money. Understand, this is all designed to help you.
All right, you heard the defense from DizzieMac. First Lady, defend.
Phil's decision to draft Porzingis is not about winning today. It's about solidifying the Knicks franchise for the future. NBA pundits are saying that Porzingis has the most upside than anyone in the draft. He is the next Dirk Nowitzki. Melo needs to understand that the ability for the Knicks to win is not going to be based upon the draft. Come on, Melo. Even if they were able to draft Okafor or Russell, were these players really going to make the Knicks immediate contenders? I don't think so. The Knicks need to hit home runs in the free agent market this year and next year. This is what will propel the Knicks to be contenders. Just like Pat Riley, Phil needs to bring all 13 of his championship rings into the free agent meetings and slam them, and I'm saying slam them on the table, and let the rings speak for themselves. Phil is a winner. So stay a cool fella, Mello. Stay cool, man. Stay cool.
All right, you heard the defense, but we got to flip the script. Panel defend. What Phil is doing is showing he is stuck in an era where he had the good fortune to have true superstars running his offense for 90% of the game and then taking over in crunch time. The only Jedi mind trick Phil is playing is on himself. Knicks fans smell the coffee. DizzieMac, defend.
Smell the coffee. Knicks fans smell the coffee. And believe me, smells like 90s coffee to me. Oh, Phil is stuck in the past. Hey, he had Mike, Scotty. You know, you had those type of players in the teams he had then. Yeah, they could run that triangle and they sleep. True superstars 90% of the time. I mean, I'm talking about doing it. Taking over in crunch time, delivering. Hey. Phil is using that Zen Jedi mind trick. Playing with the Knicks. He's got the money. He didn't really want to come all the way east. He wanted to be in Montana somewhere, hanging out with Jeannie Buss, his boo. But no. Like I said earlier, you got to get out of the past because this is 2015, not 1995, when they were winning, you know, back in the 90s, 6-peating. This ain't the Lakers, 3-peating. Man, Knicks fans, wake up. Smell that coffee.
Okay, DizzieMac has made the defense. First Lady, defend.
Everyone knows I'm a number one Knicks fan, but I am not going to go on a Stephen A. Smith rant. But all Knicks fans are disgusted and upset. You can see it on TV as Adam Silver announced Porzingis as the Knicks' fourth pick in the draft. Phil is so much into his zen that he is so delusional to think that he has done a great job since he was named president of the Knicks. This man has robbed the Knicks of $12 million. What has he done? He has given the Knicks the worst record in the team's history, 17-65, and probably just wasted a draft pick, a lottery pick on Porzingis. Phil is so stuck in his way because he believes in that darn triangle offense. However, you need great players who understand the triangle offense to win with that offense. I have mentioned it so many times on this show when we talk about the Knicks. Phil Jackson's worth starts July 1st when teams can sign free agents. And I'm telling you, he better bring in free agents that will make the Knicks relevant. But he better not overspend because he needs to be in the Kevin Durant sweepstakes in the summer of 2016. I have a lot of confidence in Phil as a coach, but not as a GM. If the Knicks are not contenders after 2016, let me tell you something. Dolan will zen his way back to Montana, and Isaiah Thomas will be the next Knicks president again.
Oh, no.
Believe it or not. Wait a minute. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. As bad as Isaiah was, I would welcome him back and put up with another year of Phil Jackson. And that is the sad state of the New York Knicks.
Oh.
Well, the coffee was strong. It had no sugar and cream in it.
All right.
All right, you've heard flipping for this week, but we're going to flip it out of here. First Lady, take us to break.
On the other side of the break, we have another performance from Elishema on Shout Out. Please stay tuned. I'm so darn upset with them darn New York Knicks.
I see. Woo. You were going off.
That was stronger than Stock.
Credit card debt was kicking my butt. Filing for bankruptcy was not for me. I spoke with those debt consolidation people who only wanted me to keep the debt I had for what seemed like a century. A friend said, "Your debt destroyed." I said, "What?" They said, "Your debt destroyed." They said, "Contact Sharon at Your Debt Destroyed and let her team of experts eliminate your debt while building up your credit worthiness." I contacted Sharon, and she put her team to work to destroy my debt with a plan that was easy to follow and gave me and my family peace of mind. Don't consolidate your debt, eliminate your debt. Contact Sharon at yourdebtdestroyed.com or call her at 888-431-2829, extension 2.
You are listening to Brawl, Panties and Sports. It's time for Shout Out Part 2, the picks and the Thunder Alert. The music flows from around the globe to get a shout out from First Lady and the crew. First Lady, woo, take it away. You on fire today.
We have another performance from Elishema. That is a tough word to pronounce. But anyway, let's hear her track, All Mine. Elishema. I'm going to go to the panel. Is All Mine getting a shout-out or the mute button? Ronnie B., what did you think of Elishema's All Mine?
I'm going to give All Mine a shout-out. I really like the first track better because you could hear those high vocals, so I got a little spoiled with it, but nice little jazzy, nice little up-tempo track, and she did it well. Shout out.
Okay, DizzieMac. Are you going to follow Ronnie B's decision and give it a shout-out, or are you going to hit the mute button?
I'm going to give it a shout-out. I like the track. The Shimmy Shake Girls, man, like the track. It was almost like a summer anthem. I can see that being a lot of the women out there in the clubs anthem when that comes on. You know, I see them strutting themselves saying, hey, that's my jam.
That's your jam. Okay, well, unfortunately, I wasn't really feeling it that much. I'm like Ronnie B. The first track was much better. So I can't give it a full shout-out, so I'm going to give it a yo. Like Ronnie B said, we were kind of spoiled with her hitting those high notes. It seemed like just to be a regular performance on that particular track. I don't think she really distinguished herself with that high note that she was hitting on that first track. So I'm going to give it, I'm not going to hit the mute, but I'm going to get a yo. That's the end of shout-out. If you like what you heard from Elishema, check her out at Elishema.com, and I'm going to spell it for you, ELISHEMA.com. If you like what you heard or have any comments, you can send your emails and tracks to Panties@oldgrumpyradio.com. It is time for the picks. Well, we know I was the football champ, DizzieMac was the basketball champ. Now it's time to find out who will be the hardball champ. All right, let's get into it. Yankees will take first place at least once in their division this week. 100 points to the correct answer, minus 200 points for the incorrect answer. Woo, he's starting off real big and hard with these points. DizzieMac, will the Yankees take first place at least once in their division this week?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to disagree with you, DizzieMac. I'm going to say yes, because they're only a half point out of first place. So I think during the week they can at least tie for first place. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely give them a good shot at it.
And for Joe minus mine.
Oh, Joe minus mine. I'm sorry. Come back, Joe. Come back.
For Joe minus mine, Joe is going with the first lady. The Yankees will at least have one game, at one point this week, they'll take first place.
Okay.
They may slip back, but at least once they'll have it for at least a day.
At least for a day. White Sox will be over 500 when we tape our next show. 100 points for the correct answer, minus 75 points for the incorrect answer. I'm going to say, hell no. No, excuse me. I'm going to say no. Are you kidding me? They're 32 and 41. So I know we're going to take a break next week, but I'm sorry. They're going to need a whole month to try to get to 500. DizzieMac, what do you think?
I'm going to say no.
No. And Ronnie B for Joe?
Joe says no also.
No, that's like
no sudden winning streak.
Okay, they got to climb over a whole bunch of people to get to 500. Mets will sneak past Washington and take first place. 200 for the correct answer and minus 100 for incorrect answer. What is Joe's decision, Ronnie B?
The Mets will not sneak past Washington. Washington will hold on to that first place all week.
Mm-hmm. DizzieMac?
I'm gonna say no. The Mets will hit a losing streak this week.
A losing streak. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to say no also because of the fact that I think they're like two games out, so it will take a little bit for them to leap into first place. So I'm going to say no. The Dodgers will stay in first place the entire week. DizzieMac? Oh, 300 for the correct answer, minus 400 points for the incorrect answer. This is a real deal question here with all these points, DizzieMac. So the Dodgers will stay in first place, yes or no?
They will stay in first place.
Ronnie B, Joe's decision?
The Dodgers will stay in first place the entire week.
All right, it's a wrap. I agree with you, too. The Dodgers will stay in first place. We'll see how our baseball picks pan out. Before we go, it's time to find out what we missed this week. DizzieMac, what did you miss this week?
First Lady, I started to say this earlier in the show, but I said no. I can't say that because I missed it. I missed the hypnotizing trick Bill Jackson did with a pocket watch on a New York Knicks fan. Watch the watch go back and forth. You're getting sleepy. You're getting sleepy.
Talk.
Yeah. I missed that trick.
You missed that one. Okay. All right. Ronnie B, what did you miss?
I missed that the FAA, not the FBI, the Federal Aviation Administration, is exploring the use of drones by NFL teams. Talk about a Spygate. What's going on?
And speaking of the NFL, did I miss Roger Goodell's decision about Brady? Why
oh, yeah, you missed it, First Lady.
Yeah, why is it taking him so long to give a ruling regarding this decision? Come on, man. Roger the Dodger. Roger dodging.
Yeah, you missed it all right, along with the rest of us.
He hasn't given the ruling. Come on, Roger. Let's get on with our lives in the NFL. Let's get this ruling over with. This is Cheryl Smith and DizzieMac. You have been listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports.